Racing at Ascot Park in Invercargill on Guineas Day and also Cup Day there with Matthew Cross, who's going to take us through the 10 race program. Matthew, race number 1, this is how the market shapes up. The Southern Insulation Maiden over 1,200 metres, currently a slow 8, but you'd expect the track to improve a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. They had a little bit of irrigation during the weekend and some rain on Thursday night. Open race to start the day away over the 1,200 metres. Chowder from a tricky barrier draw. I think that's where you're getting your value from. Sabin Kirkland took the last one to Riccarton Park and was an impressive one last weekend. This horse, I think it's had its chance on a couple of occasions. It gets no better chance, I think, than this very even race in the first of the day. Your value is coming from the barrier draw. Without a whole lot of confidence, Chowder the each way bet in the first.
It's cost a little bit of money, Chowder, but I'll go one more time on your recommendation. Race number 2. This is how things shape up for the Speight's handicap. $2.60 Sentient. It's a horse that I wanted to be on. I don't know about the 2.6. How do you see the race?
Yeah, way too short. Sentient's overdue. Dreaming Easy at $10. That is a massive over in my opinion. I had the horse marked a little bit shorter than that. Second up, first up at Wingatui was okay. Gets 4 kilos off. It's back down to 51. Not an overly big mare. She's got some speed in her legs. I think she's worth a wee look, at least on the each way.
Particularly if that track stays sort of on the worst side of dead, that's for sure, or even slow as it is right now. Race number 3, this is the Sheet Metalcraft Handicap, where we've got not much over 7 horses in terms of price and, well, favouritism with Always On Call and Napelli.
Bit of speed here. Friar Tuck to go forward. He's my brother, doesn't mind getting forward into the early rush. Always On Call was keen on this horse a couple of weeks ago at Wingatui. Has the blinkers going on. Terry Kennedy trains this daughter of Battle Paint. I think that the stars will be aligned for this mare, and just with that addition of the blinkers on the turning track at Invercargill, I think it'll be winning the 3rd.
Race number 4. This is how things shape up for the Robert Dennis Racing Stables maiden. Scandalous and Our Boy Baz at 3-1. The Flagon and Raise Your Cards at $5.50. Are they the 4 in sort of the best chances here?
Well, Raise Your Cards has been okay without lighting the world on fire. $5.50 is probably short enough for it. $4 around Scandalous. I know Aidan Rodley made it a bank bet on the first call. I'm not overly confident about this race, but I did go with Scandalous.
He was big time
each way. He was big time.
He was big time.
I don't have a lot of confidence.
No, he loves Invercargill racing, Aidan Rodley. Race number 5. This is the market for the White Robe Lodge Handicap. $3.50 for Riviera Rock, and you signalled on the first call that this would be one of your better bets of the day as well.
I think so. They put the side winkers on at Wingatui, and you obviously watched that race as well. He was just a little bit sharper, and I think with that one run with the side winkers on, a Son of Road to Rock.
It was a big run. Yeah,
we'll just see him continue to improve. $3.50. Yeah, I think he's probably found his mark there. Nesta up the top of the book. He'll always get you with his rating. He's $5 and drops out of the white robe, so you can see why there's support for him.
Yeah, I like those Road to Rocks over a bit of ground with the cheap piece of side winkers or the blinkers on. I think they really do sort of sharpen them significantly. Race number 6, anyway, is the Dunedin Casino Southland Stakes. Kiwi Ida is $3.80. Do we go with her, given that she's coming back in distance?
I think that's the big factor, isn't it? Back to the 1,400 metres. I think that's her happy place. Would you agree on that?
I think so. One horse actually that I'm interested in, given the slow track conditions right now, is Finbar. I think he's significantly better if there's some cut in the ground. Yep. So I'll be watching how that track plays by that stage. Anyway, you've gone Kiwi Ida, which I can understand. But
yeah, just back to 1,400 off her Cup week form, back from the 1,600 metre trip. But yeah, a bit of respect around Finbar.
Race number 7, he's a good horse. Race number 7 is the ALT Ascot Park Hotel, Southland Guineas. MX 2.6, Weaponry 2.8. Do they have it between them, or could Fire Show and Upscale cause a minor upset?
The only thing that I think would favour Fire Show is if it's got the visor blinkers on. If it got an easy time in front, in the Invercargill track, if it was able to kick away on the turn, is probably the only scenario. But if EMX is within a length and a half of it, I think you just have too much speed. Looks simple enough. EMX again. Yeah,
happy to go with EMX myself for what it's worth. Race 8, and this is the Bailey and Lewis Pharmacy Invercargill Gold Cup. Oropuki Lad was such a big winner of the Dunedin Gold Cup, wasn't he?
Massive. huge, and Dylan Turner picks up the ride from partner Leah Hemi. Graham and Michael Lee have got a fantastic team around them at the moment with Sentient, Riviera Rock and of course Oropuki Lad. $1.90, fair enough, 2,600 metres. If he rolls forward and finds his way out of the pace, he's going to be hard to roll. One horse who I'm going to have a little each way on as well is Tanifar, or at least a place. Winner of this race last year, 2,600 metres suits, and I saw that he was back into a little bit of his old self at Wingatui. Mid-race work, and he's stuck on better than what he had been before that. So at around 17s, we place on him.
I don't think he's going to out-sprint them, but if he can get rolling and get into the race earlier than maybe he did, then yeah, you'd think you'd be there fighting it out, that's for sure. Excuse me. Race number 9. This is how things stack up for the Castledale at Taronga Stud Summer Cup. Residential, $3.50. Wild Jack, $4.40. Wild Jack was good last time. Like fought on pretty well.
I'm going to take something out of the amount of apprentices in this race and just go straight for Tina Komanyahi on Residential. She's the best apprentice in the race. I think she's one of the best apprentice jockeys in the South Island. Very well backed in the White Robe Lodge, wasn't it? They just jumped out of trees, as they say, to back her, and they didn't pull that off. But I think back to Invercargill, a track she likes, she'll be winning race number 9.
Race number 10 on the program. This is the last, Sean and Becky Bellew at Harcourt's handicap. Now, the Sparkle and Picture Me Rollin' at $4.80. Perfecto is $7.50. Morel Mac's actually shorter at $6. I didn't mind the chance of Morel Mac.
You remember Teddy Twinkletoes winning a very similar race to this? He came back in rating to 65, and I think Magical...
I'm nodding my head and trying to think.
Yeah, because you were on. You were definitely on. Magical slots into a similar sort of a category, dropping out of 72.
Last race at Wingatui, wasn't it?
It was, and it got $10. And I think Magical on the each way in the last. Same boat. There's a few frustrating horses, and I find sometimes in those sort of races, if it is getting frustrating, go to the top of the book, find the top weight. Magical's good enough. He's got a bit of weight coming off his back. He's back in grade. Why not?
A 10-race card supporting the Avondale program at Ellerslie at Ascot Park in Invercargill. Now, not sure if it's the southernmost venue. I think if you take a line with Riverton, they'd go pretty close, but it could be the southernmost venue in New Zealand. Those that are closer and sort of more in tune with geography might be able to tell you. But anyway, all the best with the program there for all those involved and for those betting into it.